Welcome to this prison, this mental escape plan, this labyrinth of insanity. Welcome, cult members, as we huddle around the fire at this late time at night to bask in our insanity, our fringeness. My eyes. What is Islam? What does that even mean? Do you even know what Islam means? That's what Marxism is. Islam is it's a science. Islam is a science, okay? They called the pre-Islamic era Jahiliyyah, okay? Means ignorance. It's an absence of knowledge, an absence of science. Islam is a type of enlightenment, which is the same thing that Marxism is. These people who try to gatekeep Islam, well, what have you done to defend Islam? What are you? Your version
Total
of Islam
communist
is
victory added
having a beard
25
with
to
no
the war
mustache.
chest.
Total communist victory with the 25. That's a beautiful name. That's exactly what we're talking about. These people who are gatekeeping Islam, who only have shown for Islam that they will shave their mustache and keep their beard, as though that is the way, as though that's what's needed in the world. Why don't I promote Islam then? What are you talking about? What do you mean? Promote what? Promote what? I promote the truth. Nothing but the truth. I was on an airplane the other day, and I thought to myself, you know what actually makes me fearless? I was thinking, like, what if this plane, when I was like traveling to Russia or I travel to Turkey, I travel abroad, I'm like, what if this plane, it's in the middle of the ocean now, it just crashes and burns right now? And I think, what is the thing that makes me fearless and accept this outcome? And I'm like, it's not Islamic LARP that I get from online Islamic LARPer influencers. It's cosmos. This is cosmically ordained. This is cosmos. This is cosmos. I think of cosmos because ultimately everything is God's creation, right? Well, that's called the cosmos, the order of creation. And I say, this is cosmos. I say, I accept it, cosmism. And I'm like, this makes me fearless. I'll take bullets. I can be bombed. I can be blown up. And I accept cosmos. Makes me absolutely fearless. And that's all that matters, honestly. What makes you fearless is what matters. You know, when I was an atheist, I'm going to talk about, I don't like talking about religion, but you know, when you grow up and you go through atheism, it's a necessary stage because a lot of people who talk about God, what they're actually talking about is the demiurge. They're talking about an absolute source for the guarantee of the false reality we inhibit, the false reality of Dr. Phil and George W. Bush and Barack Obama and the talking television. They're saying, well, God is the puppet behind the television. And it's like the only way you can comprehensively break from this false reality is if you first, as a stage, enter into atheism, and then you can rediscover what God actually is. But when you believe in God as an absolute source of the guarantee of the justice and the meaningfulness of the world as it presents itself to you, that's not God. That's some kind of Luciferian demiurgic front that is an idol, which you absolutely have to discard and you can't keep coping about. That's why religious people, when they're on the internet, the religious LARPers are some of the most demonic, twisted, evil people in the world. Every religious LARP community on the internet is full of sociopathic psychopaths who defend every kind of falseness and depravity and evil that you see in the world. You have to go through Marxist revolutionary atheism before you can actually appreciate God. That's the truth.